You guys are probably sick and tired of seeing this hoodie. But today's video is not about the hoodie. We are going to finally put a rest to Mafia 3. This is the final rant video that I make, so don't worry, I'm not going to make like 10 more of these things complaining about the same thing. Okay, so for those of you who have been living under a rock or who have missed the previous video, I will put it in the link down below. Mafia 3 just came out October 7th on Friday, and the game was a technical mess, especially on PC. Now, I can't speak on console because I don't own the game on console, but the PC version was a mess. They locked the frame rate to 30 FPS. There were tons of bugs and glitches and just so many things wrong with it. But personally, the main thing that bothered me was the frame rate. Now, again, 30 FPS, I said this previously, it's not that bad, I can deal with it, but when you're using the mouse and keyboard, which is what I wanted to use, it is a complete disaster. It was a mess. I could not play the game, and I tried to suck it up. I said, you know what, I'm gonna suck it up, I'm gonna try this game at 30 FPS, and we're gonna make this happen. It did not last long before I just said I cannot do this. So honestly, I just put the game down. I said I'm not going to let it get to me. I'm going to wait for a patch that unlocks the frame rate, and then we're going to hop back into this. Well, the patch came out, I think it was yesterday or day before yesterday, and it did not fix anything. Now, I have a GTX 970 and an i7 4790K. Tell me why I'm having just beyond frame rate issues even now. Now, I've seen games, okay? I've seen games with higher specs that I can still get above 60 FPS on. Now, in the recommended specs, it says you need a GTX 970. Now, this is all nerd talk. Only computer geeks will understand what I'm talking about right now. But a GTX 970 GPU is a pretty decent 1080p card. If you're looking to do 4K or 1440p gaming, you're in the wrong place if you have a GTX 970. But for a 1080p card, it's still pretty decent. And it's in the recommended specs, and for some reason I'm still only getting 30 FPS. So what I decided to do was I said, all right, well, let me turn my settings down. I'll go down to optimal because everything was on max before. So I put it on optimal, and it really did not fix anything. So I put it on medium, and the only difference was I was getting 40 FPS while running, but once I got back in the car, it would go to 30 and below. So the experience, it's not there, honestly. The game is still a mess, and I'm still getting unbelievable screen tearing. Like, it is out the ass bad. So pretty much the game is still unplayable. It sucks because, like I said, I really wanted to play this game. I was really looking forward to it, and it's just a mess. And I mean, you can look at games like Fallout 4, which is an open world game, and it's not the most technically advanced game. And in the recommended specs is a GTX 970, and I'm getting 72 frames pretty damn easy. It's a steady, smooth experience until you get in the bigger cities, then it's a disaster. But for the most part, it's a pretty smooth experience, better than Mafia 3. And honestly, it just sucks because, again, I really wanted to get into this game. I wanted to play it, and with these technical bugs, I just can't. So I just decided to refund the game on Steam. I mean, like I said, I wanted to play it, and I feel this is unacceptable. At this time, we have been in 2016 for a PC game. It should not be locked at 30 FPS, okay? For PC gamers, they use either controllers, or if they use mouse and keyboard, whatever their preferred controller of choice, you should not limit their experience. And that's what you do when you put a 30 FPS cap on your game. You limit the experience by a lot, because not only are you limiting the smoothness of a lot of people, well, not only are you limiting, well, I don't want to say you're limiting hardware. In a sense, you kind of are, but I cannot say that word for some reason. You are limiting, I'm saying it right. You are limiting the experience for a lot of people. And like I said, when you cap the frame rate, you instantly are having people use a controller. Not that a controller is a bad thing at all. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying on PC, you do not limit the experience by no stretch of the imagination. There should not be a 30 FPS cap on your game. That's not acceptable, especially in 2016. I mean, we have all these AAA titles coming out. Why is yours locked at 30 FPS? And then you put out a patch a couple of days later. That should not be an issue. Like, no matter what you say to me, that does not make sense. If you're making a game on PC, it should work out the box on PC. There should not be a frame rate cap, and I should not have to wait a day later just to be able to play the game that you had released on said day. If you release a game, I expect it to work on the day it comes out. As gamers, we should not sit there and be like, look, a game just came out, all right, well, it has a couple of bugs, we'll just wait a couple of days and it'll work itself out. You know, you don't go to the store, or not the, well, that's not a good example. You don't go out and buy a pair of shoes and then take them out the box and say, ah, they're just a little scuffed up. It'll be all right. Like, no, you don't do that. And it's the same with video games. You don't go to the store, buy some milk, drink it, and realize it's sour, and be like, it was just one gallon of milk. It'll be okay. No big deal. It'll work itself out. Like, no, you don't do that. When you buy something, you expect it to work. I hope this example is making sense. But that's what I'm saying. When you buy something, you expect it to work. For example, this watch I bought it and I expect it to work. What else do I have? Okay, this PS4 controller. Oh, let me get around here. This PS4 controller. When I got it with my PS4, I expected it to work. We, as gamers, we should not be buying things and not even just as gamers, as people as well. We should not be buying things and then just saying to ourselves, it's okay. We'll wait for all the technical bugs to fix themselves and it'll work itself out. And like, no, we expect things to work out the box. As soon as we buy them, we expect them to work. You don't buy a car and then drive out the lot and the wheels come flying off and saying, it'll be all right. I just got the car. It'll work itself out. Like, no, you don't say that. That should not be an issue. So I refunded the game. It's all good. I'm not mad anymore. I'm probably just going to get the game on PS4. And you're probably wondering, well, why the hell would you do that when you just had it on PC? Well, because the PC version is a technical mess. And like I said, the 30 FPS, it wasn't bad, but the damn screen tearing is so awful on that game. And it's still awful. So, and that's with the patch too. With the patch and all that, it's still awful. So with the PS4, I may be getting 30 FPS, but I like to think that it'd be at least a little bit smooth, and not to mention the fact that there's no screen tearing. That was one of the big things, the screen tearing and the frame rate cap. It's a mess, but I mean, at least on the PS4, there won't be any screen tearing. I just want to have fun. Okay, at the end of the day, that's all I want to do. I want to have fun. I don't want to have to make these kinds of videos. I wanted to make a video where I could do nothing but praise Mafia 3 for being the amazing game it is. And I haven't had a chance to fully play it because it's a technical mess. So I'm going to pick up the PS4 version. I'm going to play it. And hopefully it can be an experience that I can come back and tell you guys that the game was awesome, because I heard it has a pretty awesome story. And from what I've played, the story is pretty cool. I actually made it up to the betrayal of Sal Marcano, I think that's his name, and that's literally where it ended off for me. So yeah, I'm gonna get the game on PS4, play it some more, and then hopefully I can come back and I can have a good discussion on how awesome the game is. So that's it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know. Leave a thumbs up, comment, let me know what your experience with Mafia 3 has been, and yeah, so I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and as always, have a great day.